Hello reformers and welcome back to Pendor. Now when we left off we were attempting to just wrap things up really and to progress a little bit with the knighthood order, and we now have the opportunity to become a vassal. Yes, it's been a long time. I've been talking about this for, what, 10 episodes or something like that? Yeah, I've really been wanting to become a vassal, but obviously it's been taking a bit of time. And let's see. Yeah, we're able to get Lethal Duran back. That's pretty fantastic as well, because obviously we were on a task for him while our mercenary ship was running out. And thankfully it has now run out. I have renounced my oath to King Ulrich himself, and we now have the opportunity to offer our sword in vassalage, and he's actually being okay with that. So I'm pretty happy with that myself. Alright, so let's do it. Alright, so we are going to be a loyal vassal of Sarlian, and this is the first time I've actually ever done this, and let me just be clear here. I think I've been a vassal of the Fyhrr of the Empire, of the Ravenstern, question mark? Not entirely sure about the Ravenstern. I don't think I've been a vassal of the Deshar, so maybe that's an idea for something in the future, but otherwise, this is the first time we have been affiliated with the Sarlian Empire, well, Sarlian Kingdom, a little bit more than just being a mercenary. So, we have the fief of Odison. Okay, so we are hopefully going to be able to go over there and see what we can do. And now, the cool thing about being a vassal, this is the main reason why I would like to be a vassal, is that every single time a faction decides to declare peace or a war or whatever, then we are going to be getting right to rule. Obviously, declaring war doesn't do that, but declaring peace does. So we should be able to gain 3 right to rule every single time that happens. And I don't know whether you can see here, but I have no... Oh, I actually have 6. Never mind. I actually do have 6 right to rule. We are friends with King Ulrich, which is kind of hilarious, and we are a squire of the Order of the Rangers of the Clarion Call, which is pretty good. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright, so where is Odison, or whatever it's called? Where is that? Oh no. Yes. Have you spotted it? Have you spotted it? I have. It's in a very bad place. Oh yes, it's all the way over there. In, friendly territory actually. Oh, that's kind of amusing. I actually thought to myself, oh, we're gonna be given the most looted village in the world, but no, apparently not. Now we do get a rather wonderful selection here. We've been using the default banner for a very, very long time, because obviously, you know, we didn't start as a nobleman or anything like that, so we didn't have the opportunity to gain one from the beginning. So what are we gonna select here? Well, technically we started off as Beartild the Looter, and then we became Beartild the Hired Blade, and now, of course, we are going to be Lord Beartild. So, I guess having a bear of some kind... Is this a bear? Looks like a bear, I guess. I kind of like the 2 shades there. I mean, there is a similar one up here. I'm not a big fan of the color on the background there, though. But, I think that's probably going to be the one I'm going to go for. There are some really cool looking banners here, but I'm going to go for the red outlined black bear, I think it is. I think it's a bear. I actually have no idea, but it looks very, very different from anything else I've seen. So I'm pretty happy with that. Anyway, we're going to go over to our village here. Going to make a brief stopover at Kelradan Castle, because of course we do have a potential marriage on our hands, and that might make a little bit of sense, considering there's only 4 days remaining on the quest. I did actually wait for about, I think, 2 weeks while our mercenary contract ran out, and also while we gained a little bit of money as well. So yeah, that was actually pretty good. We gained, I think, 9,000 on our previous week's wages from the mercenary contract, which is pretty good. Anyway, here we go. We have 21 relation with her now, and we are going to say, do you think that we may have a future together, my lady? And I'll have it... Perhaps I may still be able to change your father's mind. Okay, well, apparently he is not a very nice person. Oh, well. Yes. Okay, so we're going to have a look here at Baron Godric. I'm wealthier than him. That should say everything. Surely. Look at that. He has 50,000 wealth. I actually don't know whether that directly translates into actual money, but we do have about 140, 150,000 so, at the moment. He does have I think he has much more renown than we do. And he has a good-natured reputation, so that's actually pretty good. Right. He's also cooperative towards us. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to ask for his daughter's hand, then. He only has one daughter, so I guess it's going to be kind of difficult for us. Anyway, I'm going to go over to Odassen because there is actually something I want to do over there. It's been a long time since I've actually had to take care of a village of some kind, so I might be a bit rusty in what to do here, but I, as far as I'm aware, have to build a couple of things. So let's see exactly what we want to do here. So, as it has already a school, sanitation standards, tax collector office, and a shrine, we're going to be building some other things here. So, what are we going to be doing? Well, a manor. What does that do? A manor lets you rest of the village, increases prosperity by 10, and increases base income by 10. Your steward with an engineering skill of 2 believes that building the manor will cost that. See, now that's the thing. Personally, I feel like what we should do is speak to the village elder and schedule a training session with him, because this is going to make things much, much easier for us in regards to him doing things for us. So we're going to just make sure that he gets the best training possible. It's going to take 18 hours and cost 2,700 dinars, which is quite a lot of money for trying to improve a village, but I'm just hopeful that the Kingdom of Sarlian... What? He's already... Wow. Yeah. The rumors are very true. And maybe they're not rumors, but it was kind of speculation, a couple of comments here and there, that King Ulrich is very, very generous with his fief giving. And this is proof. Very clear proof right there. And I guess we're going to accept the honor, because having a castle almost immediately, that's pretty fantastic. However, the main problem with it is that it's probably going to be attacked by many, many people. So, not entirely sure how that's going to go, considering I am actually training my steward at the moment, and it's going to take us a bit of time for us to get over with that. And there's already a small band of enemies spotted near Seven Cross Keep. So obviously that's a bit of a problem. Anyway, we have improved our relation with the village. They are now at 6 with us, and I can't train him again. Nah, I can't train him again. It's going to take a bit of time for us to get somewhere else. But as you can see, that has improved the amount of things that we are able to now build. And personally, I feel like it would be a nice idea for us to maybe get a church, because it will attract pious nobles to our cause, which is a very, very important thing for knighthood orders as far as I'm aware. But obviously we could do something different here. Independent weekly building repairs. That sounds pretty good. I'd like to actually get something that makes things easier for us in the long run. Influences bandit spawns in the area and sends out militia patrols. Huh, that's actually pretty good. There's just so many different things. Fire brigade. Huh. That's pretty good. And our steward now has an engineering skill of 7, which is pretty crazy. So all of the things that we were about to build are obviously much, much quicker. I'm actually just going to take a quick look here and make sure that we're building the right thing. The time it takes for enemies to loot the village increases by 25. It also increases relation by 5. This will only take 16 days. I think that is going to be the thing that we will build first, and then we're going to build something else a little bit more useful later on. I just like to make sure that this village does not get raided so easily, and that means I'm going to have to be kind of careful here. Oh, okay. That's also a thing that we need to watch out for. The steward is going to be calling us many, many times with these events, and we're going to have to decide what to do. Wolves! We are besieged by an enormous pack of ravening wolves. Some of the peasants think the Mist Mountain raiders are stealing their herds, but the carcasses devoured are left behind. Right. Okay, well, I guess take 100 dinars and hire some extra hunters. Ah, that actually did work. Okay, because obviously we get 4 different options, and some of them are very, very bad, and some of them are working out okay. You know, I think I probably could have selected something a little better than that, but I think it's alright. Okay, so let's actually just take a look at his skills here real quick. Yeah, he's got a really nice engineering skill. His weapon proficiencies are obviously awful, but he's not really going to be fighting, is he? So that's absolutely fine. Okay, so let's take a look. Oh, 7 Cross Keep is actually very close to Sarlian itself, which I gotta say is a very nice site, really, because I was thinking that we were going to be out in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of enemy territory, so to speak, and obviously that that would not have been good. That would not have been good. So it's actually very nice that the keep is just so close to us, and you can already see. Oh wow! Okay, so the wages for 7 Cross Keep are currently absolutely murdering my wallet at the moment. So that is not good. Okay, so I'm gonna have to rush over there as quickly as I can and see just what's going on, because I assume that they've placed units in there. And let me just say that I personally don't mind that. I'm absolutely fine with them placing units in there. But, oh my, there's actually, oh, okay. Yes, that's a bit too many in my opinion. They have 395 in here. No wonder no one's besieging it. Okay, so I'm going to take some mercenaries out here. And, whoa, they have rangers of the, oh, wow. That's pretty crazy. Okay, let's take some monks. I'm just going to leave Sarlian units in here for the most part. And, wow, that's pretty crazy. They have 13 Rangers of the Clarion Corps here. No Larian Sentinels, which is kind of strange. But, yeah, I'm pretty, you know what? I'm actually going to take these guys. I am literally going to take these guys just because I have the space. And it kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense, don't you think? Well, why not? Okay, so I actually wasn't even clicking the move up button, and I was clicking this entire time. That's fantastic, isn't it? Okay, well, anyway. Lethal Duran, you need to go up to the top, please. Yes, clicking so many times. There we go. Alright, made an adventurer, and I think we're good. Alright, so yes, we now have a pretty fantastic thing here, because basically this makes everything fantastic. I'm going to get improved roads here as well. This makes everything fantastic because there's a number of reasons why that is. Obviously, one is having a backup, basically. Having 2 backup armies in our garrison here, because even if I lose my entire army right now, I can just get another one almost immediately. So that means I'll be able to do things much, much quicker, much, much easier. But obviously, we have to bear in mind that the wages and so on and so forth is going to be a constant drain on our resources. Okay, so now what we want to do is, yes, sent a runner with the news of your pledge of fealty. I look forward to fighting alongside you against our foes. Oh, that guy apparently likes us, but apparently not, because he's -3 at the moment. Oh well, never mind. I'm going to ask him where Baron Godric is, because of course we do need to speak to him about his daughter. So let's go to Marlian's, where he may be. There's a heretic army over there as well, which we need to be a bit careful of. But other than that, I think we should be fine. And I would like to do another Ranger of the Clarion Call quest at some point, but obviously at the moment, that's probably not really. Oh dear. That's not good at all. That is not good at all. Okay. I think I'm going to have to go into Jatu lands really, really quickly because... Oh, hello. Okay, so is Baron Godric actually among you? Is he? Yes, he is. Okay, he actually is here. This is fantastic. Unfortunately, my morale is going down. This is terrible. Okay, so he actually is 8 relation with us. I don't exactly know how much we need, but apparently he is not willing, as you can see, to give us a task. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to get his relation up. That's something that I probably should have done while I was still a mercenary. That's a bit of a mistake on my part, but it's okay, it's okay. Anyway, we are going to travel over to Jatu lands. I'm actually going to go and get a quest first, and then we'll do a couple of battles against the Jatu, just to get our morale up, and then we'll be attempting maybe to follow Baron Godric around and maybe try and help him in battle. Alright, so I decided to take the rival quest here against the Silver Mist, mainly because this is pretty easy rank points for us, and maybe I'll get a, better chess piece or whatever the case may be, and that would be kind of nice for us to fight the Jatu with, but if we don't, then that's absolutely fine as well, because just getting those rank points is perfectly fine. Now, I'm going to try and do a little bit of damage with my bow here. Bear in mind that my bow is not exactly great, and my proficiency is also kind of average, so let's just do as much as we can here and just try not to lose anyone, really. Gonna try and shoot these halberdiers, but it's not really working out too well. These guys have very good armor by the looks of things. I mean, they need it, obviously, they have no shields. But we are seemingly able to get a couple of kills here as well. Oh yes, and I did actually forget to change my name, so we're gonna actually do that. Should we do that now, actually? Yeah, let's do that now. Let's do Lord Bertild. Yes, there we go. Fantastic. And he's also going to be getting an additional point in intelligence here as well. And I'm actually thinking, what else is he going to do? Well, leadership might be good. Yeah, I guess. Why not? And we could also go for trainer skill. I think we have maybe enough trainer skill as it is, because trainer skill at the moment is not actually doing anything for us, so that's probably not really necessary. Maybe some riding skill? Yeah, maybe some riding skill might be nice. Maybe more pathfinding as well. Pathfinding would be kind of good, but we already have 8. I don't know who's going to be quicker than us in that regard, so let's just go for an additional point in riding, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, there we go. I think that is indeed it. I think we are done with this fight. It's not really too much of a challenge anymore, but as you can see, we still gain 20 morale, which is pretty fantastic, so that makes a bit of a difference to us. And oh yes, Frederick getting those gauntlets. Oh, and apparently that's it. That's the only thing that we were able to get from this fight. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so the Silver Mist Rangers hate us even more, which is to be expected, of course. But that was the quickest way of gaining renown, honor, rank points, and a little bit more relation with the order itself. So we're now going to try and do some bounties. Oh yes, and what's my morale at? Okay, morale is currently at average, which is okay. Not too bad. And who knows? Maybe we'll come across a couple of Jatu. Those guys are fighting some Noldor there. Well, I can't really... Should I intervene? Maybe? Well, yeah, we have a pretty large fight on our hands. I'm actually kind of happy that we have so many archers right now, because all of the Sarlian halberdiers and everything are going to get absolutely murdered. And yes, you may be wondering, why are you saying Sarlian halberdiers reformist? Well, there's actually a reason for that, because yeah, I'm actually helping the Noldor against our own people, which really is not the best look to have, is it? I think King Ulrich, just having given us a fief is going to be kind of confused, but that is... well, that's just how it has to be at the moment, unfortunately. I'd like to just get a little bit of relation with the Noldor, and I don't think this is going to cause any problems with Sarlian, so it's nothing really to worry about, in my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see exactly what happens after this, because I think I've done this once before, and it has just reduced relation with Sarlian by 4, and it hasn't really done much else. So I'm actually going to be pretty happy with that, if that is actually all that it does, because gaining 4 relation with the Noldor and losing 4 relation with Sarlian, that's a very worthwhile trade, in my opinion. I don't have any problem with that. Anyway, we're just going to actually charge straight on in here. We actually had 100 and, well, you can already see here, 160 or so enemies to fight, and that's a pretty crazy number, considering. Because when I had actually decided to go and help the Noldor, it was actually already a bit late, and as a result, most of the Noldor were already eliminated. They only had about 17 remaining. So this is basically all of my forces against all of the enemies. And, well, I say the enemies, but it's not actually the enemy, obviously. It is you know, kind of our allies. Don't tell them, though. Don't tell them. We're just some kind of mysterious figure that has entered the battlefield to help the Noldor out, and then we're going to disappear before their very eyes. Anyway, that's actually a pretty decent amount of renown right there, as well as morale, of course. And yeah, there you go. Kingdom of Sarlian reduced by 4, and I think that's actually it. I don't think we really have to worry about it. And we're also going to be gaining a whole bunch of pretty awesome loot, and we're right next to Laria as well, which means I will be able to basically take all of this, even the worst stuff, and I'm going to be selling all of it at Laria. And we'll take these prisoners as well, I guess. Because bear in mind that now that we have, you know, become a vassal, we actually do need to keep an eye on our finances, because bad things are going to happen if we allow ourselves to go, well, basically just go below 100,000 dinars. I know that it seems like a little bit silly to be like, oh no, I can't go below 100,000, because obviously that's still a very, very large amount of money. You know, it's okay, you know, it's perfectly fine, but later down the line, it is going to be nothing. It's literally going to go to nothing, because when we create our own knighthood order and so on, it is just going to be so expensive to upgrade those guys. It really is. So having as much money as possible, if we can, you know, having above 500,000 almost all the time to pay our wages and everything, that's going to be very important. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. Anyway, I am now going to try and find some Jatu to fight. Well, this is actually not a very good situation to be in right here. I actually did intend to attack this Jatu party here. They have about 80 units in their army at the moment, and that's basically the biggest I could find, because there's actually 2 parties included in this battle here. But the point is that the only other large Jatu parties I can see are the Jatu armies. And, well, you can already see here, if we were to fight a Jatu army in this particular battlefield, like right now on this battlefield, we would almost certainly be destroyed. There really is nothing I can do in this situation, because just look at this. I mean, it's so small and it's so flat that it makes it very, very easy for the Jatu to just steamroll. Absolutely steamroll. Of course, do bear in mind that obviously because of the horse archer fix and the horse archer, you know, AI horse archer fix, that is in general much, much better for larger battlefields. So some of the time the archers are going to be a little bit janky with what they decide to do, which is actually fine with me. I don't mind that so much, because then it kind of evens things out if we are going to be fighting the Jatu army. I actually did see Kendo the Ravager as well. Kendo the Ravager is very, very close by to us right here, and I thought to myself, oh, maybe we should fight him, because you never know, maybe we'd be able to capture him, get a Qualis gem, you know? That's all very well and good, and yeah, but he has those Kahadar Riders or something. I can't remember his unique unit that he has with him, but he has those guys, and they're very, very harsh. Like, fighting those guys is very, very tough. I think they are horse archers as well, which makes things even more interesting and also a bit hellish as well, because if you fight on a large map that has a flat battlefield and you allow all of those horse archers to, you know, run around you in circles, just consistently firing huge amounts of arrows, yeah, it's not going to work out too well, unfortunately. But I don't exactly know what to do otherwise, but I guess we'll see exactly what happens. Obviously, do bear in mind that I don't exactly know, does Kendo the Ravager count as a Jatu party? That's the thing, I don't exactly know. Anyway, we were able to actually retrieve a couple of Heretic Magnus from their prisoners, as well as obviously take a couple of people prisoner as well. But yeah, that's basically it. Kendo the Ravager was actually over there. He was like over there somewhere. I don't exactly know what to do. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.